Hey, what's going on, friends? Dylan Nonaka here with Justin Huss from CU Hawaii, and today we're going to talk about land loans, and I'm going to ask them some questions. I get these inquiries all the time about if I want to buy land, how do I do that, and is there financing? And there's a lot of information out there that sometimes is misunderstood, or there's kind of urban legends out there. So straight from the source, the guy at the bank that lends the money, we're going to hear from him. And so thanks a lot for joining me today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so firstly, tell us a little bit about CU Hawaii. What is it?
Okay, so CU Hawaii, we're a federal credit union, so it's CU Hawaii Federal Credit Union. We are Big Island chartered, so we're for the community of the Big Island, so the whole island. The company's been around, credit union's been around since 1955. We've taken on a couple different names, but CU Hawaii has been the name since 2000 here. We've got branches, we got one branch in Kona over here, which is where I'm at, and then we've got 5 branches on the east side of the island as well, so kind of stretched throughout the coast over there. We service pretty much any type of account you can think of, any loans you can think of. Our specialty kind of right now has been our vacant land loans. We've had a lot of those recently, but we do all the loans.
Okay, so yeah, tell us about kind of in general land loan products and programs and what those look like.
Yeah, so land loan products are typically vacant land lots that you find on here that are listed. They have to have Team K, have to have all that stuff on there. But the vacant land loans themselves, we do loans on them. We do require 20% down for those loans, but the loans themselves, we do it all throughout the island. The only kicker to that is that we don't lend in lava zones 1 or 2, so we're 3 and above on there for it. But any piece of property that's listed, we could typically do a loan for it.
Okay. You said 20% down, so that's minimum, or is there other programs that maybe require a little bit more, or is it pretty much 20% across the board?
Oh, no, you can do. I mean, yeah, no, we've had people put down a lot more than that as well. So, I mean, if you're looking, I mean, you've got, so like say west side of the island, lots are a little bit more expensive on this side. East side of the island, you can find still pieces of property down in HPP, places like that are, a little more affordable. So if you want to put down more, you can. We don't really have a minimum. Our minimum loan itself is $500, but I mean, honestly, with closing costs and everything, it's probably not going to be worth your time doing a loan for that amount for a property. But you can put as much down as you want on there.
So what about a maximum loan amount? Is there, or yeah, let's talk minimum and maximum. So you said 500 minimum. What is there a maximum loan amount?
So for vacant land, our maximum loan amount is going to be $500,000. So now the property can be more, but the most that we're going to loan on is going to be $500,000, and that's taking into consideration that 20%.
Interest rates. What do interest rates look like kind of compared to a regular residential loan?
So typically they are going to be higher than a residential loan. The reason being is that you're going to have adjustable rate, or you're going to have a balloon kind of type payment on there. So we have different products. We do have fixed product as well. Rates can be a little bit higher on that. Kind of can't go over specific rates unless you view our website. Rates do change every once in a while on there.
And of course, based on your credit and everything else, right?
Yeah, there are other criteria on there. However, it's, I wouldn't say it's a whole lot more on there than doing a regular mortgage, especially for what you're looking at doing. I mean, if you're looking at buying a piece of land and just sitting on it for a while, we do have a product for that, that you can do. I believe that our terms are 15-year terms on there. For our balloon loans, you're paying interest only. And it's amortized over the course. It should be a 15-year loan at that point on there as well. But you are looking at a lower payment because of that as well. But with the balloon loans, you're going to be due, kind of right away on there for it. So,
and what is that, like 3 to 5 years, something like that?
It's going to be anywhere from 1 to 3 years, I believe, on there for that. Yeah, and that's looking, a lot of times we do those for when you're looking to build. So you're buying the property, looking to build. Like I said, we have other product for if you're looking to buy the property and just sit on it until you're ready to build. We've got the product for you for that as well. But if you want to build, we've got the balloon payments on there for you, so your interest, or so that your payment's not too high on there. But you got to build within a certain period of time.
Yeah, so that's important to consider. Is that a lot of times a land loan is just to kind of get you to the point where you're finished with construction, and then at that point you roll it into a regular residential mortgage, right? So and you're gonna get better rates on that, and longer term and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Okay. We talked down payment. We talked interest rate. We talked term. Are there also construction loans? So if you're buying vacant land and you do intend to build right away, what does that look like?
Absolutely, yeah. We kind of roll those into each other on there as well, but we do construction loans. We have it for our land loan as well, so for both land and for construction. We do have owner-occupied or potential future owner-occupied and investor, so that'll change the rate on there as well. That's going to be a difference. But we do for construction loan, similar type setup on there. It's going to be typically a draw. You have your set draws that come off of the construction loan through a period of time, and then it rolls into basically an extended loan on there. Typically, we expect the build to be done within about 6 months on there. It could take longer, so big important part on there if you're looking at construction loans is to make sure that you already kind of have everything set up in line.
You got to have drawings done, permits in place,
Yeah.
contractor selected, all of that stuff before you're going to start that process.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
But with the construction loan, it is good because we will look at, we've already got, especially if you've done a land loan with us or if you own it free and clear. So, we'll be able to work with you on that as well. And it's going to be, that loan as well is going to have, for us, we do have a 20% down requirement on there for it, but we will loan up to $1 million on construction.
Okay.
So that does help out a little bit. It would probably be a combined thing if you've got a loan for that. That land will roll it into the construction loan as well. So take that into consideration if you're looking at doing that.
Any there's a rumor out there that you got to be a Hawaii resident to get a land loan. Is there truth to that, or any other special requirements?
No, not unless it's in an actual planned area for that. But no, as far as our land loans go, we actually, we did one just a couple weeks ago for someone moving from the mainland. So with us being a credit union, that is the only special requirement, is that we do require membership, which means you have to qualify for membership. So you do have to be a Big Island resident. So you have to live, work, worship, or attend school, or be on, say, a board for a business that's out here. That can qualify you for it as well.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share about the programs or anything like that?
One thing, as we were kind of talking before about this, one of the things that comes up every once in a while is that a lot of people think they have this big idea that they want to buy a piece of property. It's really important for you to know as well that when you're looking to buy a piece of property, you have to, if you want a loan on that, you have to factor in the existing payment that you have on, say, a current mortgage that you have, or if it's if you're renting, we have to take that into consideration when underwriting the loan. So if you're looking at buying a piece of property with the expectation of being able to build a house on it, those key things we talked about earlier with having permits, with having design, everything set up, but also knowing your income that you have on there, because you do have to qualify for that as well. So, we go over that during the process on there, before we pre-qual anyone for a loan. So we would never put you in a loan that you couldn't do, but we do have to take into consideration your current mortgage or rent that you're paying.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah, so I think the important takeaway here for everybody is reach out and ask, right? Don't kind of hear rumors and different opinions from different people. I mean, go to the credit union, check them out, ask them about your specific situation. I think with every type of lending, it really depends on your specific situation and what's available to you. So
absolutely,
it's always good to explore your options, reach out, and see if this is something that you want to explore and want to go down the road for, because it's not as simple as a lot of times doing a regular residential mortgage, but at the same time, it's available if there's a will, there's a way, right?
Yeah, so, absolutely.
All right. Well, cool, man. Thanks for coming out and answering some questions. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And reach out to Justin. I'll put his contact info in the comments and in the description. So
sounds good.
Have a good week, everybody. Aloha.